Hello and welcome. Today we're taking out our cryptoscope and having a good old look back at Litecoin. You might have heard of Litecoin referred to as the digital silver to Bitcoin's gold. But does that tag really hold weight? Well, they are two of the oldest cryptocurrencies, so the comparison could be pretty accurate. Let's look back to October 13th, 2011. This was the date that Litecoin founder Charlie Lee, a former Google engineer and MIT graduate, launched the popular crypto asset, with the goal of complementing Bitcoin and providing superior functionality to its users. Bitcoin's original plan was to enable regular transactions on the blockchain. However, scaling issues and transaction fees prevented it from fully realizing its goal. Litecoin was able to pick up the slack by introducing scaling technologies into its ecosystem. Litecoin, which goes by the ticker LTC, can be used to transfer smaller amounts of money more quickly and with lower transaction fees. Currently, the average transaction fee for Bitcoin is somewhere around $13, where Litecoin costs just 0.02, or just 2 cents. But what about the price of Litecoin? Well, experts are certainly predicting a bright future, with CoinSwitch suggesting that it could peak at $600 by the end of the year. It could even soar to as high as $4,600 according to Prime XBT, although we think this might just be a little too ambitious. Like, maybe they have a stack of LTC, who knows? Okay, but what is Litecoin? Like BTC, it can be described as a peer-to-peer crypto platform that enables instantaneous payments at near zero cost. Litecoin has been built on Bitcoin's open source codebase, though it benefits from a handful of key structural differences. Now, it's an oversimplification to suggest that Lee simply wanted to develop a faster and cheaper version of Bitcoin. But there's no doubt that Litecoin was designed to create a more accessible blockchain that tackled BTC's fundamental failings. More specifically, Lee wanted to reduce the amount of time required to confirm a new transaction, adapting the Bitcoin mining algorithm to adopt for greater participation within the network. And how does Litecoin work? Litecoin has become a successful fork of Bitcoin by designing a blockchain that runs a much simpler algorithm and creates blocks 4 times faster than its predecessor. By doing things 4 times as fast, they've reduced transaction times to 2.5 minutes, compared to Bitcoin's 10. Faster transaction processing also makes Litecoin cheaper to use and gives it the ability to handle a higher volume of microtransactions. Ready to get technical? Miners, this is for you. From the perspective of mining, Litecoin uses Script ASIC, a memory-intensive encryption method that requires minimal CPU and processing resources. Conversely, Bitcoin's SHA-256 mining algorithm is considerably more processor-intensive and commands a higher hash rate, with its increased complexity making it far less accessible to those of you who are active on the network. Litecoin's Script algorithm was also launched in 2012, but it took 2 years for the altcoin to build up an active and motivated community. Intelligent marketing played a key role in this, with Litecoin's positioning as the silver to Bitcoin's gold, providing a telling insight into its mantra and precise function in the crypto market space. So, technicals aside, we can all take a deep breath. In the summer of 2013, Charlie Lee was also recruited by Coinbase, which afforded Litecoin even greater credibility and exposure. This sent the asset's price to as high as $40.53 by the end of the year. Another price spike happened in May 2017, when Litecoin was initially listed by Coinbase. This coincided with the infamous crypto bull run, with Litecoin breaching $332. The day that it reached that price, December 20th, was the same day that Charlie Lee sold all of his remaining LTC holdings, much to the dismay of the community. This sparked huge backlash, with Charlie stating in the documentary Cryptopia that he had no idea it would be the all-time high, and that he just wanted out for other reasons. To put the extent of the December 2017 price explosion into context, a single LTC token right now is worth about $200, following steady and consistent growth since the first quarter of 2020. Litecoin's fundamental link with Bitcoin remains central to its growth in 2021, with both assets seeing their prices move in unison. This relationship has helped Litecoin to continually retain its place in the list of the top 10 crypto assets by market capitalization. It's currently the 10th largest asset by this measure, with a total market cap of around $13 billion. The past, present, and future of Litecoin are managed by the Litecoin Foundation, a not-for-profit venture that continues to innovate and invest in good ideas. Back in July 2018, it acquired a 9.9% stake in the German WEG Bank AG via TokenPay, a platform that provides simplified crypto-to-fiat transfer solutions. So let's talk a little bit about the news and some future updates. More recently, the foundation has been focusing on the platform's Mimblewimble privacy protocol. Despite the kind of silly name, the protocol will serve as an optional feature that makes LTC transactions almost completely untraceable, crucially setting it apart from Bitcoin, Ethereum, and similar entities. In fact, this would make Litecoin comparable to Zcash or Monero, adding a fascinating dimension to an already highly popular crypto asset. The proposed protocol is now coded and submitted for review, and although it may take weeks or even months to be approved, there are hopes that it could eventually go live on Litecoin's mainnet before the end of 2021. With all these points in mind, it should come as no surprise that the number of active addresses on the Litecoin blockchain as a whole has been growing exponentially during the last 12 months. Specifically, the exact number has increased more than sixfold during this time, with around 100,000 new addresses continuing to be added daily. Remember, LTC was priced as low as $30 last May, so it's definitely one of the biggest beneficiaries of the crypto market's recent bull run. Litecoin's solid market position, inherent scalability, and upcoming privacy protocol definitely distinguish it as a viable growth asset in 2021. All the while, it remains a far more affordable and accessible investment option compared to Bitcoin. So, that's all we got to say for now about Litecoin, but we hope you enjoyed our insights enough to smash that subscribe button below. And before the next video auto starts, head over to atomicwallet.io and get a free download of our desktop and mobile wallets. You'll be able to find all the links below.